Tragedy strikes on the M53 motorway in Whirl as school coach driver Stephen Shrimpton and 15-year-old Jessica Baker lose their lives in a horrific crash. The coach carried more than 50 students from West Kirby Grammar School and Caldy Grange Grammar School, resulting in 4 others taken to the hospital and 13 passengers with minor injuries. Amidst the sorrow, the community remembers Mr. Shrimpton not only as a dedicated coach driver, but also for his compassion as a volunteer and later a staff member at the Port Grocery Food Bank. A GoFundMe fundraiser is launched to support Mr. Shrimpton's grieving family, hinting that a medical condition may have played a role in the fatal incident. Awaiting post-mortem examinations next week for a clearer picture of the cause, the police appeal for any witnesses or footage of the accident, urging people to abstain from speculation or sharing distressing content. The aftermath sees specially trained officers offering support to the families of the victims and trauma counseling provided to the affected children. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this story. Hello listeners, this is your host Emily.
And joining you today as well, this is David.
We're delivering your daily scoop of the most pressing news on Hot Topic. Don't miss out, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Straight to the hot topics. Additional details about the fatal M53 crash are emerging as the community reels from the devastating event. Stephen Shrimpton, the school coach driver, and 15-year-old Jessica Baker were the tragic casualties when the coach overturned on the motorway.
Could you provide more context about the incident?
Certainly. The crash occurred during the morning rush hour on Friday. The coach, carrying over 50 students from West Kirby Grammar School and Caldy Grange Grammar School, struck a reservation and overturned. 4 others, including a 14-year-old boy with life-changing injuries, were rushed to hospital, and 13 passengers suffered minor injuries.
And what about the driver, Stephen Shrimpton?
Stephen Shrimpton was remembered as a dedicated family man and a community pillar. His family and the Port Grocery Food Bank, where he had been a volunteer and later a full-time staff member during the pandemic, paid heartfelt tributes to him. They highlighted his compassionate nature, his selflessness, and his efforts to help feed over 700 people during the unprecedented times of the pandemic.
It's truly heartbreaking. Any updates regarding the investigation?
The investigation is ongoing. The police will conduct post-mortem examinations next week to determine the cause of both deaths. Interestingly, a GoFundMe fundraiser for Mr. Shrimpton's funeral suggested that he may have suffered a medical issue while driving.
That's quite a tragic twist. Is there any support provided for the victims' families and the affected children?
Absolutely. Specially trained officers are supporting the victims' families, and necessary trauma support is being provided to the affected children. The police have also appealed for witnesses and any footage of the incident, reinforcing the importance of refraining from speculation or sharing distressing content. Superintendent Sabikor has labeled the incident as truly horrific and is reaching out for public cooperation. They're urging anyone who witnessed the crash or has any related footage to get in touch with the police.
And I suppose they also cautioned against speculation and sharing distressing content?
Exactly. They're calling on the public to be mindful and avoid speculating or posting information that could be distressing for the families and those involved. The importance of restraint and respect at this challenging time cannot be overstated.
It's a grim reminder of the real-life impacts of such events. I hope the families and the community find the strength and support they need during these tough times.
Indeed. We'll continue to follow this story as more details emerge. Let's all extend our thoughts to those affected by this tragedy. And with that, we wrap up today's news dive here at Hot Topic. We appreciate all of you for tuning in as we navigated today's most pressing news. Your engagement keeps us going, so don't hesitate to subscribe, activate notifications, and most importantly, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation rolling.
And remember, we're not just about the serious stuff. We have some lighter, more offbeat segments that are sure to bring a smile to your face. We're here every day, guys. So, there's always something new and interesting on the horizon.
Your support means the world to us. The more you engage, the more we're able to bring you the news that matters. So, share our content with your friends, family, and that one coworker who always seems to be out of the loop.
You mean Gary from accounting? He could definitely use a news update. But in all seriousness, we can't wait to have you all back for the next episode. Emily, Norma, and David, stay in the loop, keep your eyes on the news, our channel's content will amuse.